Let's check. I said how to take this 111 percentage of the 1230. I said you can break like 100% plus 10% plus 1% of the number. So how can you break these cases? Let's check. If you want to calculate this value, 111 percentage of the value, 111% how you break it? So 100% we can break it, 10% we can break it, and 1% we can break it. Na? So 100% of the number. So 100% we can write as a 1230, and 10% we can write as a 123, and 1% we can break like a 12 point. This is the case I can take it na. 1230 plus 123. So 230 plus 123, it is 353 plus 12, 365. So we can write as a 1365.3. So simply this is how you take 111 percentage. We are breaking like 100% plus 10% plus 1% simply. So like that we can break any cases. For example, here I want to take it 28.6% of 50, but 28.6 it is difficult for me to break that. But in the starting I said one point, whether you done x percent of y, whether you done y percent of x, both are same. That means here we write x into y by 100, here also y into x by 100. But look at here. So instead of 28.6% of 50, I write 50% of 28.6. 50% means simply half of that number na. 28.6 half I can write as simply what? 14.3. Let's take the next one. I want to write 12.8 percentage of 25. 12.8 percentage of 25. So 12.8% of 25 means I said here also it is difficult. Take it similarly. 25% of 12.8. 25% means 1/4 part. 1/4 of 12.8 is what? That is nothing but what we take it? 12.8 by 4 you have to take it. 12.8 by 4 if you write it simply what I get? 3.2. Like that. Only thing here we have to understand when you're taking the percentages, how to break the numbers. That's very important. So depend upon that we can calculate any value. So when you are breaking, once you break that values also, I said how to take a 10% of a number, how to take a 1% of that number. If you know how to take a 10% and 1%, all the numbers definitely will take it only multiples of 10 and 1. Then we can take the percentages very easily. Fine. That's it. How to take the percentage calculation part. And now let us understand when you are taking the percentage part, we'll get sometimes fractions. Fractions in the sense how you take it. For example, I want to calculate, let it be 11.11 percentage of, let it be 918. Let's ask you what is this value. 11.11 means it is somewhat difficult for me. What is this 11.11? But if we convert this 11.11 into fraction, so basically 11.11 is nothing but 1 by 9 of the value. 1 by 9 is what? 918. So 9 into 1 it's nothing but 18. Directly I cannot take it, which is simply I can write as 1 or 2. Like that. So every fraction if you convert into percentages, the calculations are very easy. Every fraction if you convert into percentages, the fraction percentages are very easy. So how to take that? I'll explain all that percentages fractions with respect to that cases. So how to remember that case also I'll explain. First of all, let's check what are the fractions we have here. And look at here, half of the number, that means half of the number we can write it as 50%. That means whenever it is a 50% of the number, simply I can take it directly, not 50%. Instead of 50%, what I take it here? So whenever I get 50%, instead of 50%, I'll take 100% of, that means 100% by 2. That is nothing but half of the number. So whenever I take it 100 by 3, 33.33, which I take it 1/3 of the value. Instead of 33.33 percentage, I'll take 1/3 of the fraction. If you want to take it 25% of the fraction, I would write 1/4 of the value. If you want to take it 20% of the number, I write 1 by 5. That is nothing but 100% by 5. That means, so which you are writing as 20% of value. Let's check. 1 by 2 is 50%. 1 by 3 is 33.33. 1 by 4 is 25. 1 by 5 is 20. Let's check. 1 by 6 is 16.66 percentage. 1 by 7 is 14.28 percentage. 1 by 8, 12.5 percentage, and 1 by 9, 11.11 percentage. Similarly, if you go for next one, 1 by 10 is 10 percentage, 1 by 11 is 9.09 percentage, and 1 by 12 is 8.33 percentage. And coming to the point of here, I think the first set, that is very easy. So already we know that numbers, it's a noted numbers for us, and 1 by 10 also it's a noted number for us. 1 by 10 is nothing but 10% of the number. Now, how to remember the remaining cases? Let's check one by one. I'll explain. So, first five, as I said, that is 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. That cases easily we know it. How to remember the remaining cases? I'll explain in a simple way. Look at this 1 by 9 and 1 by 11 cases. Actually, 1 by 9 is basically 11.11 percentage. 1 by 11 is nothing but basically 9.09 percentage. Basically, these are called reciprocals. Yeah? Let's check the cases. 1 by 9 we are writing 11.11. 2 by 9 we write as a 22.22. 3 by 9 33.33. 4 by 9 44.44. That means before the decimal, after the decimal I'll get 11 multiple only. But whenever I get a 9 fraction, I'm getting 11 percentage multiple. When I'm getting a 9 fraction, I'm getting 11 percentage multiple. Similarly here, 1 by 11 is 9.09. If you go for 2 by 11, which you write as 18.18. And if you go for 3 by 11, I can write 27.27. Here also, before the decimal, after the decimal, I'm getting a 9 multiple. But when you're taking 1 by 11, 9.09, 2 by 11, 18.18, 3 by 11. So whenever you get 11 fraction, the percentage we are getting in nines, how many 11 fractions we are getting, those many 9 percentage we are getting. Clear? So for the 9 fraction, we'll get 11 percentage. For the 11 fraction, we'll get 9 percentage. Like that, 11 and 9 easily we can remember. 11 and 9 easily we can remember. So for the 9 we'll get 11 fraction, for the 11 we'll get 9 fraction. That much easily we can remember the cases. And 1 by 8, it's very easy. Yeah? 1 by 8 we'll get 12.5, which is half of 1/4. If you go for the remaining cases, 2 by 8 is 1 by 4, that we know, and 3 by 8. 3 12.5 sir, 37.5, and 4 by 8 again half, that no need to write it. 5 by 8, 5 12.5 are 62.5. 6 by 8, that is 3/4 of the value, that is also we know. And if you take it 7 by 8, 87.5. Only these cases remember. 3 by 8 is 37.5, 3 12.5 sir. 5 by 8 are 5 12.5 sir, 62.5, and 7 by 8 is 7 12.5 sir, 87.5. If you remember only that three cases, that's enough here. Why? Because except that remaining cases are exactly divisible. I said 2 by 8 is 1 by 4, 4 by 8 is half, 6 by 8 is 3/4 of the number, which is 75% of the number. Like that we can remember the cases. Clear? So out of this 1 by 8 cases, 3 by 8 is 37.5, what you remember, 5 by 8 is 62.5, what you have to remember, and 7 by 8 is 87.5, what you have to remember. Clear? That is how you take 1 by 8 cases. Clear? Now let's check 1 by 3 and 1 by 6 cases. Anyway, 1 by 3 easily we can remember, 33.33, and half of that, 1 by 3 half is 1 by 6, 16.66, and 1 by 6 half is 1 by 12, 8.33. Remember here also cases, 2 by 6 we know easily remember, 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6, like that. Here also you have to remember the factors. Why I'm taking multiples in the sense, here not only the fractions, here you are in a position to identify those multiples also. Look at here also easily we can remember here, 2 by 6 is 1 by 3, that we know, 3 by 6 is half, we know that is, 4 by 6 is 2 by 3, that is also we know, and only thing you have to remember 5 by 6. 5 by 6 is this one, 16.6 into 5. Otherwise, actually 6 by 6 if I take it, actually that will be 100. If I take 6 by 6, that will be 100. But instead of 6 by 6, what I am taking here, 5 by 6. Na? That means if I take it 5 by 6, that will be how much less? 1 less. That will be how much less here? 1 less. So here I am taking 5 by 6. So it will be 16.66 less for the 100. So which you write it as 83.33 simply. 83.33 percentage. That is the only point you have to remember. 1 by 12. So if we take it, 2 by 12 here is 1 by 6, that easily we can take it. 3 by 12 is 1 by 4, 4 by 12 is 1 by 3, that we also we know. 5 by 12, that we have to remember. I'll explain how to take 5 by 12. And 6 by 12 is half, and 7 by 12 we have to remember again here. 8 by 12 is 2 by 3, that we get it. 9 by 12 will easily remember, that is 3 by 4. 10 by 12 is nothing but, which you write as a 5 by 6, and one more we have to remember, 11 by 12. Remaining all the cases are exactly divisible here. Here we have to remember 5 by 12, 7 by 12, 11 by 12. Again 11 by 12 also, it's 12 by 12 is 100. 11 by 12 means 1 less, that is 1 by 12 less, 8.33 less, which we write as a 91.66. Which you write as a 91.66. This is also easy here. 5 by 12, 7 by 12, how to remember these cases. 5 by 12 is half of this one. Na? So half of this one, how we write? 41.66. And 7 by 12. 5 by 12, 7 by 12, both together 100. Na? 5 by 12 plus 7 by 12, that is 12 by 12, 100. So remaining I have to write it here, 41.6 plus 58.33. Otherwise, each 1 by 12 is 8.33. 7 by 12 into 58.33. Here we have to by heart these things. 5 by 6 is 83.33. 5 by 12 is 41.66. 7 by 12 is 58.33. 11 by 12 is 91.66. Here we have to remember only these cases. Clear? So, 1 by 9, 1 by 11 I said reciprocals. In 1 by 8, we have to remember 3 by 8, 5 by 8 and 7 by 8. And 1/3, 1 by 6, 1 by 12. All these are cases. We have to remember only 4 cases, 5 by 6, 5 by 12, 7 by 12 and 11 by 12. And one more you have to remember 1 by 7 multiples. 1 by 7 actually it is 14.2857 here, and we write 14.28. 2 by 7 is 28.56. Like that you have to remember 1 by 7 multiples also. Why I'm asking to remember means whenever you are taking the questions directly we don't have 1 by 7 value, 1 by 8 value here. So we have those multiples. In order to identify that multiples, first of all we have a good grip on all these multiples and the fractions. Clear? Let's take here also some examples and fractions how you take it. For example, I want to go for 15.28 percentage of 721. So 15.28 means directly I don't have any idea how to take it 15.28. So let's check. 0.28 decimals will get in which cases? That 0.28 will get in which fraction? So just remember that. Otherwise, one more thing we can guess here. Basically 721. 721, most of the cases it will be divisible cases only they will give it here. 721 is divisible by which number? So we can guess it. 721 is divisible by 7. Otherwise, I have 1 by 7 is 14.28. Actually, here I have 15.28. So, can I break 15.28 as 14.28 percentage plus 1 percentage? Why I am breaking like this? Why only 14.28 means I know 14.28 is nothing but 1 by 7th of the value. So, now 1 by 7th of 721 plus 1% of 721, which is 7.21. If you solve it, 7 it will go one time, and 21 directly I cannot take it, so I can take it 03. 103 plus 7.21, which you write as 110.21. Simply this is how we take it. So 15.28 I'm breaking like a 14.28 plus 1. Why I'm breaking 14.28 means I know 14.8 is nothing but 1 by 7. Let's understand one more example. Again here 21.11 percentage. So 21.11 means let's check here also 0.11 will get in which case. I know 1 by 9 is 11.11 and that too 918 is definitely divisible by 9. So how can I break it 21.11? So can I break like 11.11 percentage here? Why 11.11? It's 1 by 9th of the value. I can break like a 10%. So 11.11 is nothing but 1 by 9 of 918, and 10% of 918 is 91 point. If we solve it here, this is will go 9 ones are 102 plus 91.3, which we write as a 193.8, which you write as a 193.8. So simply that is how you take the fractions here, how you break it as we done 14.28% plus 1% you are done. Let's come to part of how you break it 21.11 percentage. So how you break it 21.11 percentage? I know 0.11 it will happen in the case of 1 by 9. 1 by 9 is we can write 11.11, and that too 918 is definitely divisible by the case 9. So 21.11, how can I break it? So I can break it 11.11 percentage of the value plus 10% of the number. So 11.11 is nothing but 1 by 9. So 1 by 9 of 918 I can write it, and 10% of 918, which I can write 91.8. So 1 by 9, 918, which is 9 ones 102, 102 plus 91.8, which you write as a 193.8. That's how you take the fractions part here. So simple, we are dividing the cases. In order to divide the parts here, first of all you have to know what is that fraction exactly. Clear? Let's take some more examples. If you want to write 37.27 percentage of 110, I know 110 definitely divisible by 11 and 10, but 10 no is not there. 110 means I can take it definitely it's a 9 fraction. I know 1 by 9 is, let's check, sorry, 1 by 11 is 9.09, 2 by 11 is 18.18, and 3 by 11 is 27.27. I have 37.27. How can I break it? So, can I break like a 27.2 percentage plus 10% here? So, 27.27, why I am breaking? Let's check. Each 9.09, 1 by 11. So, 27.27 is nothing but simply I can understand like it's a 3 by 11 of 110 plus 10% of 110. 10% of 110 is 11. 11 it will go 10 times 30. 30 plus 11, which we can write as a simply 41. So 37.27% I am writing it 27.27 percentage plus 10% here. So which is 3 by 11 of the value. 3 by 11 means each 1 by 11 is 9.09. 3 by 11 is 27.27. So 11 tenths it will be 30 plus 141. Let's take one more. 83.33 percentage of 1200. How can I break 83.33 percentage of 1200? I know 8.33 percentage, which is 1 by 12. So I can break like 80% plus 8.33 percentage, easily I can break it now. So 80%, how we write it? 10% is 120, 80% is 8, 120 are 960. 8.33, that is directly 8.33 is nothing but 1 by 12th of the value. Directly I'll write. So 1 by 12 of 1200 is nothing but what? It's nothing but we can simply write it as 100. 960 plus 100, which is 1060. So totally that's with how you take the fractions part here. So when you're taking the fractions parts, remember only one point. So what is 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4? If I have an idea on all these fractions, easily we can break the numbers. Clear now? So how to that break the numbers, you have to understand.